going on, everybody? Welcome to the Dead of Night broadcast. I am joined by my co-host, Josh Benson from Nightmare in Woodsboro Lake. We have us from the horror realm, who's about to hit 1,000 subscribers. Welcome, my dude. And my heterosexual life mate, Bryan, from the Slasher Hour. Welcome to the Dead of Night. We're going to be here talking about Leprechaun 2. It is St. Patty's Day tomorrow, so we're very excited. Gentlemen, how the fuck's it going?
Blast, man. It's a blast. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, dude, no problem. So, Travis, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I'm Travis Bruce. I'm from the Horror Realm, creator of a channel on YouTube. I interview indie horror creators as well as do walkthroughs of horror conventions and haunted attractions. Huge horror fan, and I'm absolutely shocked that we're going with Leprechaun 2 out of all of the Leprechaun films. But I'm glad to be on.
Hell yeah, man. And then, Bryan, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I'm Bryan Russell, a.k.a. Darkman on the Slasher Hour. I don't know. We just hang out, watch horror, and have a good time.
So cute. So I think what we decided to go with Leprechaun 2 because I believe everybody else is doing Leprechaun 1 or like the entire film franchise, and I personally thought that this one was fun. What were you guys' thoughts?
I'll let Travis go first.
Okay.
So, Leprechaun 2 for me is the first Leprechaun movie that this was the first time I got introduced to the Leprechaun series. I didn't see part 1 first. I actually saw part 2 first. And I did fall in love with the little green guy. But that movie, I think, had some of the most annoying characters than any other Leprechaun movie. I mean, the characters were fucking pretty bad, gnarly.
Yeah. Josh?
Yeah, no, I enjoyed the storyline a little more than the first one. In number 2, I mean, I totally get it though. Some of the characters were kind of rough, especially like Mort, like the guy who ran the Dark Side tours, and even the girl was kind of off-putting at times. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but they weren't like my favorite characters. I wasn't fully invested in them, but I definitely enjoyed it a little more than the original. There was a little more to this one. Like the whole, like, every 1,000 years he gets a chance to like claim his bride and then, like, continue on his lineage, and they introduced like a whole new thing too. Like before in the first one, it was like only like the Shamrock could do something to him,
right?
And then this one they did the rot, like the iron hurts him as well, which I thought was interesting. Like that was totally just added in there. But overall, I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, I like the story plot. It could have just used better characters for sure.
Definitely. Bryan?
This had a better storyline to it than the first one did, I think. It got more into the background of the Leprechaun, I think. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite Leprechaun, but it was all right.
For me, I think that the original Leprechaun, the very first Leprechaun, is the best of the.
Oh.
However, this one does have a better storyline. The characters are terrible. The entire premise of the movie of him like trying to find his bride is kind of an interesting twist, because I think that they went in with like an open mind of what they were supposed to do, and what they had planned is kind of just switch up the story a little bit. So I like that the wrought iron hurts him. I like instead of the leprechauns. Instead of the 4-leaf clover. So I think that's a fun idea to me. Step back in time, and we see a little bit more about Leprechaun's like origin stories, and it's a cool story to like move the entire franchise forward. So I actually didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. But then again, like the entire Leprechaun series is like completely B-rated. From start to end, it's B-rated as fuck. So
I have a question. Where would you rank Leprechaun 2 in your list of?
Well, see, I've never seen Origins or Leprechaun Returns, so I can't really specify everything. But I would definitely go Leprechaun. From the ones I've seen, I would go Leprechaun 1, 2, 3, In the Hood, Back to the Hood, and Space at the bottom. Although I don't mind Leprechaun in space because, I feel my personal feeling is like if you go to space, you've lost your entire franchise. You're out of ideas. But I think it was fun. I think they had a fun idea with it, and they were just like, you know what? The script sucks. Let's have fun with it, And that I think that once you realize that you're just having fun with the movie, everybody just kind of relaxes, and like, we're gonna make a B-rated movie. Let's make it the best B-rated movie we can, And it's ridiculous, and I don't know. Like this one isn't the worst, but
sometimes B-rated movies are funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're meant. Yeah. I think they're meant to be more like horror comedies than actual like real horror movies, but they do have a very big cult following.
Yes. You actually bring up Origins. I did. Origins is probably my least favorite because I don't consider a Leprechaun movie. There is no Leprechaun. Like, I mean, it had this whole build up. There was Hornswoggle from WWE was going to be, play the Leprechaun. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And it was just like this big monster creature.
Yeah.
So it's definitely my least favorite.
Yeah, that was totally left field. It they put it. I think there was like a collection, and they put it in the collection, but it doesn't belong there. It's like its own entity for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bummer though, because I want to like it and I want to go in open-minded, but from what everyone's saying that it's like the worst, and there's like a lot of like off-screen kills for it, and there's not a lot of like one-on-one kills like the original movies have, and Warwick Davis isn't Leprechaun in this movie, which I don't know if I like that or not.
But then if you say that, then you got every horror movie with the original actor, Robert Englund is Freddy. You got Jason. You can't really say there's an original because, including Michael Myers, but Freddy Krueger is always Robert Englund, and then they bring somebody else in, and it's not the same.
Yeah, I see that's a little bit different though, because I feel like Jackie Earle Haley's career ended after that movie came out, and it's because the fact that if they would have made that a prequel movie, I think that it would have hit a lot better than a remake. And I do like some of the things that, you do hate Freddy more because he is a piece of shit, and I think that it brings you to the fact that you hate Freddy more, but I don't think the original Freddy fans were a fan of the movie because you had CGI, you didn't have the latex wall, Nightmare on Elm Street would be the perfect fucking horror movie ever if you didn't have that blow-up doll and that fucking stupid car at the very end. And you've left in the fact that fucking that Nancy had a sibling. If you'd have taken those two things out, made a better ending, and like you could have made that the ending, that you had a sibling, and like that could have you could have reworded that and that been the ending, and it would have been fucking amazing. So I like you said, that when somebody who's the original person that and love is not the the actor that's playing them, but then again you get upset. But then again, like if you go back and look at the new Hellraiser movie, I love the new one. I thought the new one was fucking amazing.
I like it.
Yeah.
But the issue I had, it wasn't that it was a new actor. It was like if they made a new Freddy Krueger movie and Freddy Krueger was a clown, you'd be like, what the fuck? That's not Freddy Krueger.
Exactly.
That's what they did. It wasn't a leprechaun. It was this fucking monster thing running around. And I'm like, well, that's not fucking Leprechaun.
Right. Yeah, and they were leaving out things on the porch for him, like gold watches, and it was just like a whole different feel to it. It wasn't like, it like he said, it's not because it wasn't Warwick Davis. It was just it wasn't in the same vein as the other Leprechaun films. And then you got Leprechaun, I think, Returns, that came back. I enjoyed that. It didn't have Warwick Davis, but the guy who played the Leprechaun, I think, played it pretty decently. And they brought back Ozzy from the first one.
Cool.
Which was cool, too. So I like that one. And I like the one in Vegas. And
3's fun.
And number 2 wasn't the worst. Like I said, like we've all said, I think if the cast was a little better, the plot was decent. It was better than the first.
I think the kill scenes were better in the second movie too, especially when he like wishes the leprechaun to like he wishes him out of the safe, but like he's like I want your gold, and then he puts the leprechaun's like the gold in his stomach. I thought that was really cool because that was all special. That was all like practical effects, and it looked fucking awesome. It looked fucking great as fuck.
Yeah, my favorite was the one in the garage, the one with the blades, and like she was like, trying to mess up.
That was fucking great. The lawnmowers, where he's like going to kiss the lawnmowers and just gets chopped the fuck to pieces. That shit is great.
Yeah, like kiss me or do something before I change my mind again.
It's fucking awesome. So, what was I gonna say? So, Travis, what got you into horror?
So my mom actually got me into horror. So like, I was 5 years old. My mom was a big horror fan. So we used to go to the video store, and we used to rent videos. And like, that's how I fell in love with horror and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like, those are my two favorite, because my mom would rent Jean-Claude Van Damme movies and horror movies.
We're gonna have to do a Van Damme fucking review, man. I sometimes do action movie reviews, and a lot of people don't like action movies. I do. And Van Damme, I don't know if you guys have heard my Van Damme story. I told this to Travis on his channel, but I met Jean-Claude Van Damme because he had a studio in the town that I grew up in, and he lived pretty close to me. That was fucking wasted, and that's always a good way to open a story. So I'm drunk, and I ran out of beer, so I went up to the fucking the 7-Eleven, and when I go up there, I had fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme, no shit, was standing in line, and as soon as he talked, I was like, oh my god, dude, do you know who you fucking are? Do you know who you are? Like, I'm like totally fangirling over him. He signed my PBR box. I bought a Pabst Blue Ribbon fucking case, and he signed it, and he's like, all right, man, yeah, that's so cool. And I'm like, oh my god, I met fucking Van Damme. Like, he was the coolest fucking dude. This is the middle of summer, he's wearing a hoodie and sunglasses so no one notices, and as soon as he talked, I was like, that's fucking Bloodsport. I know that fucking voice from anywhere. Fuck you. You can't fucking fool me.
Jealous.
Oh, dude, it was so cool. He was the coolest guy ever. He was so fun. I was so wasted. I was like, oh my god, do you know who you are? Just being stupid and shit.
I mean, they don't make action movies. We talk about horror movies from the 80s. They don't make action movies like the ones from the fucking 80s. I mean, yes, they were cheesy. Yes, they had bad dialogue. But they were so fucking good, man.
Okay, what do you think about the Expendables?
I like the Expendables.
I like the first. I would say I like the first threes. I saw that new one. That new one was horrible.
All right, see, I haven't seen that one yet
either.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Josh? Did you see Expendables?
I've seen only the first two.
Okay.
And I enjoyed those. I went and saw the first one in theaters, and then I saw the second one after it came out on DVD. But yeah, I haven't seen the third or the new one. But I enjoyed the first two.
I would have rather seen Van Damme and Chuck Norris fight. That was the fight I was waiting for in part 2. I was like, Van Damme and Chuck Norris are in the same movie. Why aren't they fucking beating the shit out of each other? Because that's the fucking fight we all want to see. I want to see that.
We're like Jet Li and Jackie Chan. Like that would be fucking amazing.
Right? That would be the greatest like fucking 40-minute fight scene ever.
Why don't they partner up, tag team each other, and there you go.
Dude, you could literally make a John Wick movie with just Jackie Chan and fucking and who else was it?
Jet Li.
Jackie Chan and Jet Li. Well, it's a John Wick movie, and just have each other fight each other for like 4 hours. Like, I'd watch the fuck out of that.
But have you seen Jet Li recently? Jet Li, I don't know if he has cancer or what, but Jet Li doesn't look too good.
Really? That's not good.
And that's why he wasn't in the last Expendable movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Talking about Leprechaun 2 when they were getting all.
Yeah, no, this is how this always happens. Like, we were talking about fucking What movie review were we doing, Josh? Were we doing
We were
Bloody
doing
Valentine?
My Bloody Valentine, and we started talking about Walker, Texas Ranger, and
Yeah, we were all over the place. Yeah, this is how this channel goes, man. Like we'll talk about one movie and it won't be that movie for like we'll talk about that movie for 2 minutes and then we'll just spin off in any direction we want.
Love it.
We don't give a shit.
right.
All right. So, what do you guys think about? I'm pretty sure you guys seen the poster on social media about this Leprechaun movie. They're supposed to be making a Leprechaun reboot or something, and they're hinting that Peter Dinklage is going to playing a Leprechaun, which I don't think he will. What do you guys think about that?
Peter Dinklage playing Leprechaun would be fun, but Warwick Davis will always be Leprechaun to me. But I will see it. I will watch it.
I would watch it just out of pure curiosity for sure. I mean, Peter Dinklage is a good actor. I'm not crapping on him by any means, but it's just so weird to see, like when you do watch like a reboot and you like everything you know from before is just wiped clean, and then it's like starting over. You're just like, I don't know how I feel about it, but I mean, I'd watch it. I'd sure as heck watch it.
Yeah, I'd probably watch it, but I don't know. See, a lot of Hollywood directors or producers are trying to remake movies all the time. I don't like that. I like the originals. It's because I've seen the originals and I'm going in watching, knowing that okay, this sucks because this didn't happen in the original. Or,
and it kind of takes the piss out of it when you try to show it to your kids because they're going to grow up with the original and you don't, and they're never going to see the original. That kind of sucks because you've grown up like, no, that's Peter Dinklage is a great actor. I won't even trash on him because he's awesome. But Warwick Davis he's Leprechaun. He's been Leprechaun to me since 1990. And the coming back because she has said she won't admit that she was ever in Leprechaun. Like, and I'm kind of bummed that she's not because that was her very first film ever. And like she had a massive career after that. But like, how can you like trash the fact that you were in? Don't trash the fact that you were in a B-rated movie. Like, fuck it. Like that's where you started. Don't. I mean, look at Sylvester Stallone. He started in porn. I've seen his porn. Rocky's packing heat. Fuck, he is not fucking around. That fucker could kill a man. That thing is gnarly. Jesus Christ. Have you ever seen his porn? Holy shit. He is short, but that fucker hangs past his knees. Jesus Christ. That's why Apollo died. That thing is fucking mental.
Doesn't it make you feel old when you're talking to someone and they say, "Oh my goodness," you ask them about a movie they like, they say, "Oh my goodness, I love the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003," and you're like,
"No,
original." And it's like, but that's all they know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They think that there was nothing before that.
Yeah.
Well, that's like anything else. That's like with bands, Well, I like this new Metallica. Okay. But they didn't have anything before. I said, they go back to the 80s.
Yeah, man. Like, when people like talk about Metallica and they're like, dude, I love Garage Inc. And I'm like, have you ever listened to like Kill 'Em All? And they're like, no, I didn't know that was an album. Bro, that's our very first one and that's the fucking best.
My high school, parochial school, the Black Album came out.
Ugh.
I love Metallica,
Such a good album.
Metallica. I said, okay, what do you like? Oh, this is the only album. I said, no, there's more before this. I mean, I
don't care who you are, wherever you are in the world, everybody likes a Metallica song. Metallica is one of those bands that have been around for so long that there's not one person on this earth that doesn't like at least one Metallica song. And that's how fucking much of an impact they've made in this world.
Well, they're still going strong. They made an album last year. What's that?
I would say, I'm a Yankees fan, so our closer Rivera would come out to Enter Sandman. So in Enter Sandman, it's always been the song that like.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, Travis. If you were stuck on a desert island and you could only take one band and one of their albums with you, who are you taking?
One band. And one of
yep.
See, but listen. Okay, now how long am I stuck on this island for?
I don't know, for the rest of your life. It's not really specified. It's your desert island band, man. It's the question I ask everybody that comes on the shows.
Isn't the answer though? As a guy, I'm gonna pick some hot chick band.
You sure?
Stuck on Iowa?
It's your island, bro.
So what hot chick band am I gonna pick?
Spice Girls.
See, but then I can listen to their fucking music though. Ugh.
In this moment,
Give me what you want, what you really, really want.
Fuck.
Evanescence, I kill myself.
Okay.
in this moment.
I guess it would be like Destiny Child, but like in the 90s. You know how they looked in the 90s at that age. Yeah.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for
I
this
could listen to that music. I mean, I think I could listen to their music and I could tolerate that.
I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy kid.
You get no love from me.
That's not even Destiny's Child.
I feel like I could entertain that. But like even for like late 90s Destiny Child. I mean, cause they're still fucking hot, but they were fucking smoking hot at the time.
Yeah.
That's what I'll go with.
Josh, what about you? I think I've asked you this question a million times.
Oh, jeez.
I'm curious to see if he comes up with the same answer.
I'd have to look back. You listen. I'll be right
All right.
Crap.
I got the corky.
There is a band that I really, really like. They're very obscure, but like I love their whole album front to back. But they only have one album. They're called Radford. They had a song that was on the remake of Night of the Living Dead, and that's where I found them. And then I listened to their whole CD that they had front to back, and every single song just hit for me. So I think it'd probably be them. They seem like pretty chill guys, and I really dig their music.
Cool.
Yeah.
Me, I see. I don't know because I listen to several bands. You know.
Wait, what did Josh say?
He said Radford.
Oh, okay.
They're obscure.
Yeah, I think it's probably what you said before. What about you?
Me, that's what I'm trying to think of because I listen to so many bands.
Mine is easy. It's Blitzkid, Let Flowers Die. Boom. Done.
It wasn't
Alex?
Frankenhurst?
Yeah, I'm not listening to myself saying, fuck that.
Why am I the only one who actually picked women to be so
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine would probably be Alice in Chains, and it'd probably be Jar of Flies.
Oh, God.
Why?
I'd rather drown on an island.
Oh no, that. But it has to be with Lane Staley, even though he's dead.
Still, I still want to drown. If I had to listen to Lane Staley for umpteenth years because I'm stuck on an island, I would. I'd literally fucking Wilson myself and just float off in the distance. Nah.
Wilson.
Now, if I had to be stuck on an island by myself and listen to a particular band's catalog for the whole entire time out there, for me, it would be Linkin Park. I was a huge Linkin Park, especially their first 3 albums. I was a huge Linkin Park fan.
Yeah,
I'd definitely be Linkin Park.
That's true. I could jam out to Hybrid Theory.
I can fuck with that too. Did you hear their new one where they did an AI version of Chester Bennington's voice?
No,
I have not.
It's really good. It's really fucking good. I mean, it's weird because it's Chester Bennington's voice, and they're doing like an entire album with an AI filter, and it's just weird because I know it's not really him, but fuck, it sounds great.
See, I don't know how I feel about AI doing that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, fuck, it's crazy.
well, have you heard Grey Days? That was Chester Bennington's first band. They had all his recorded vocals from back in the day. They remastered them and released all the songs that had never been heard before.
Oh, okay.
See that?
It's pretty legit.
But
they did that with Tupac's albums too, like a bunch of remastered songs that he had never did before, and it came out and it sounded fucking awesome. And everybody's like, "Tupac's alive," and I'm like, "No, man, this is just all shit that nobody heard." It was really good. I wish he would have put that. I wish he would have put that out when he was live because it's Some of it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you a question now. You have to be stuck on an island for, let's say, a month with any iconic horror character. Who would it be?
Ooh.
Josh, you go first.
Oh.
Good question.
Well, I don't want it to be like, I don't know, a serious threat, so I might pick Chucky for that one. That guy, he can't run on those stubby legs forever. Like, I'll climb a freaking cliff and wait it out.
Mine's Pinhead.
Pinhead. That's good.
Yes, mine's Pinhead. Yep.
I'm going to go with a woman. I'm going to be trapped on the island with Annie Wilkes. She'll take care of me, and then she'll probably kill me afterwards. But you know what? I'll have a really good conversation with her. You got to pick somebody. Like, I couldn't be stuck on an island with Leatherface. He'd just be all the entire time, and I would go nuts. But definitely Annie Wilkes. I think she's got some great qualities to her. She's a nice lady. I could tell her that was my very first band name was Annie Wilkes, and I have a lot. We have a lot in common. And she'd probably break my legs, and I wouldn't survive the month. But at least I'm stuck on an island with a woman.
But you know what? That's a good one, though. But I don't think she's gonna break your legs she would break your legs if you were trying to leave her or something like that. But if you play the role, you're fucking good. I mean, at the end of the day, you have no choice but to play the role because you're stuck on the island with her.
And then again, she might not even fuck with me because I'm not Paul Sheldon. So I think the only reason that she ever fucked with anybody is because it was Paul Sheldon and she was a massive fan of his.
But she fucked with other people before that, though.
I never saw Castle Rock, so I don't know. What about you, Travis? Who'd you be stuck on the island with?
Fuck, man, that's a good one. I want to steal yours, but let me see. I would see. I can't think of which one though, but it would be one of the female Ghostface, like in the Scream series, because I feel like I could take them in a fight if I had to, and I think all of them were pretty hot too. So like, I think I'll be good.
Yeah. They're probably just gonna be busy on their phone the whole time though, so you really wouldn't give it a fucking word in edgewise.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, and thinking about Chucky, I think it'd be fun because I'd be sitting on top of that cliff and he'd be like, "Fuck you," and I'd be like, "Fuck you," just be back and forth, yelling at each other from the cliff. It'd be fun. Come and get me, you little redheaded midget. Let's go.
I definitely wouldn't want to be stuck on that island with someone who has powers. You know what I mean? I want to be stuck with somebody like Leprechaun or something because they can just fucking do shit and I can't do. I'm stuck, So like,
I definitely wouldn't want to be stuck on the island with Wishmaster. That's the one person I wouldn't want to be stuck with. Because I'd make a wish and he'd fuck it up. It's kind of a dick. Have you ever seen those movies?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Leatherface would be fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't going to kill you. Let's say if he wasn't going to kill you. Let's say you're just fucking hanging out with Leatherface. Wouldn't that be annoying as fuck, though?
Yeah. Like, you don't know what he's even saying. And, like, Michael Myers would be boring. But, like, he doesn't say shit. He doesn't say anything. Jason would be boring. But Freddy would be fun. He'd always have a joke. He'd always lighten up your day. Pennywise would be fun. Because he would always have a joke or something to say. Yeah, it's just got to be somebody.
Pinhead would just fuck with your head.
Yeah. Well, what if he's if he's stuck on the island, he can't really fuck with anybody. If he kills you, then he's just going to be bored. So he probably keep it alive.
Yeah,
true.
I've been through boot camp, so he can't fuck with me any more than a drill instructor can. So fuck it.
Yes. What are some of your favorite bands, Travis?
Ooh, okay. See, so listen, I don't really fucking listen to music. I mean, I don't really listen to music like that anymore because music fucking sucks right now. But I grew up. I was a huge Stain fan.
Okay.
Linkin Park, Red Hot Chili Peppers was up there. And I'm a big R&B guy, so I do like Bruno Mars. I can't believe I'm saying his name, but R. Kelly. I'm not supposed to say that, right?
I'm looking on you.
I love Prince.
I want to sit down?
Like that.
Are you like building? Oh. Yeah.
Come sit down.
Come hang out.
Come hang out with her.
Come on.
Yeah, all right.
Travis is my wife, Julie.
Julie, pleasure to meet you.
Hi.
We're talking about Leprechaun 2 and
other
How
shit.
awful it is.
shit.
Well, we have been talking about Leprechaun 2 for the last 27 minutes.
Wow, that's a fucking record.
Yeah, we what else can we talk about?
You know who's like one person that I would love to interview, and it's not even a famous person? Neil Breen. Is that his name? The guy who makes those narcissist fucking vanity project movies. Have you seen his movies?
I have not, but I want to now.
Name a movie.
Oh my goodness, Neil Breen, gotta watch his movies. It's his movies. Listen, he's more of a narcissist than Steven Seagal. Like he's an old, creepy looking guy, and like every single one of his movies, he's the smartest man ever. Actually, in one of his movies, he's Jesus. Like, he's not Jesus, but he's Jesus. But he's still banging chicks, and like who are like a quarter of his age.
Jesus.
Like he has a lot of money, and so fucking girls just.
They're the worst vanity projects ever. But
Huh.
I would love to interview him because
Yeah,
I just would want to get into his head,
definitely.
Name a movie.
Yeah, Nate. What's one of his movies?
Oh my goodness, she got me stuck. But there was one he was like, there was one that he had his hot wife who was like a model, who like 19 years old, and he's like 50 something, 59, and she gets shot and killed in the pool while they were having sex, of course, and he's an assassin, but he is like the smartest CIA and all this stuff, and he's literally setting up shop in his car, and he literally has 6 different laptops and like 5 different cell phones. It is the most ridiculous shit ever. I cannot think of this movie. I'm gonna send you a list though. I'm gonna send you a list. These movies are amazing.
I have to check these out. They sound awesome.
So he's like Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
I actually have a question. Either one of you. What type of horror do you like? Mind or jump scares?
Ooh.
That's a good question. Psychological or jump scare, like slashers, or
Slashers? Yeah.
I like slashers better, I think.
you like paranormal movies?
I do like paranormal movies, but I don't like the mind ones. What did we watch the other day? Was it The Witch in the Window?
Yeah, The Witch in the Window. We saw that yesterday. Did you guys see that?
Dumb.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I liked it. I thought that it was kind of a mind fuck at the especially Josh. Have you seen that?
What just happened?
Oh.
No? Okay, so I won't spoil too much of it, but there's a part where the dad Simon sends his son Finn home because they're in this house that his dad is renovating, and there's a part in there where he sends his son home because there's this lady that is a ghost that haunts it. And he sends his son home, he's gone, and all of a sudden his son shows up, and then he calls him later.
He calls his ex-wife.
His ex-wife calls him and he's like, oh man, I'm gonna.
Or she calls him.
Yeah, and he's like, Dad, no. He's like, I gotta answer this.
He's like,
so
I'm
talking to his ex-wife, and she's like, oh yeah, it's okay that you sent him home.
He's a little quiet.
He's
sitting there eating macaroni and cheese.
He's just been eating macaroni and cheese.
And his son is sitting right next to him.
His son is sitting right next to him. And then he gets into the phone and he's talking to his kid on the phone. And it's not his kid sitting next to him. It's the fucking witch. Yeah. And the whole time, they had a 25 fucking minute conversation before that. 4 scenes. It was good. It was good a half hour.
So you were convinced.
You were totally convinced it was
his
him.
son came back.
It was such a holy fuck. That was scary.
Yeah, but the only thing I didn't understand was like, why was it like the house that like needed a person, or like I don't know. I'm a person that needs like a beginning, middle, and end, like
A
closure.
yeah.
I need a closure. I do need a closure on a film, unless you're opening it up to be like a sequel.
Yeah. Well, I've got to say, I like both slasher and psychological. I mean, look at Dark and the Wicked.
Yes.
That was psychological as hell. That one,
Yeah.
like, messed with your mind, and you were just like, woo. But I do love some straight to the point slasher flicks too, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I gotta lean with both. I don't think I could pick one over the other, but I do like a good deal more slasher films than the psychological ones.
I think Hereditary was a good psychological.
Definitely.
But I
Hereditary
love
was
that
awesome.
because it closed it.
Yeah, the Hereditary was great. Did you guys see that?
Yes, but I'm more of a Midsummer fan. That's
Okay.
RA's other movies, though. Like, I know that the argument is if you like Hereditary, you probably don't like Midsummer. But if you like Midsummer, you probably not a big Hereditary fan. But yeah.
I actually never saw Midsummer.
So
Oh, it's so fucking good, man. It's so fucking good.
I'll check it out. Yeah, I know a lot of people who've talked about it and stuff, and I really want to see it, but everybody's kind of like, oh, you know, this and that about it, and so I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I would definitely check it out. It sounds pretty fucking crazy.
It is. I have a ranking that's coming out tomorrow. It's my top 5 most annoying characters in a horror movie, and they had the number 5 most annoying character in that horror movie. And it's like, besides him, the movie's perfect. But there's one character that's fucking annoying.
I think the most annoying horror movie character ever is probably that one of the ladies, if you've seen it, but Maximum Overdrive. The couple that's on their honeymoon, and the wife, I cannot remember her name. She's the voice of Lisa Simpson. And in the Maximum Overdrive, she's the most annoying fucking character ever. I cannot stand her. Have you ever? Yes. Yeah, she's in City Slickers. She's in a bunch of shit.
yeah.
But in Maximum Overdrive, she drives me fucking bananas.
But you see my top 5, and you'd be like, "Oh my goodness, you know what? He's 100% right." And some of these, I hope you've seen them, but you'd be like, "Oh my goodness, I forgot how annoying this fucking character is."
Yeah.
My number 1, everybody's gonna agree with me. Like, it's a character that this character makes my fucking nuts hurt every time they talk in the fucking movie. Like,
I don't know. Who is it? Oh, you gotta see your top 5.
that's it, top 5 tomorrow. Yes.
Okay. It makes my nuts hurt.
I mean, literally, I'm like, oh fuck, would they fucking die or something? Like, yeah.
I don't know.
I'll tell you one of the. I'll take one of the.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, Shelley Duvall in The Shining is really annoying too.
She made me just drove me nuts.
I think that adds a lot to her character in The Shining too, because I think that I love that movie so much, but yeah, I think that added to her character a lot. She was supposed to be annoying and just like out of control.
I know she's out of control.
Did you
She's
see
whiny.
Sleepaway Camp 4?
Which one?
Did you guys ever see Sleepaway Camp 4? Part 4?
No, I've only seen the first one.
There's a 4?
Yeah, there's like 5 of them. Aren't there 7 of them?
There's like
There's
Teenage
4 and there's a remake.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's 4 and there's like a fan film. Just like, yeah.
Huh.
But
Crazy.
I think it's 4. I think it's 4. But part 4 has part 4. That's an annoying character.
It's funny you talk about Sleepaway Camp. Louie and I this month are going to have Felissa Rose on the channel from the
We're so
original.
I heard.
So excited.
So excited for you guys.
It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. What do you guys? So here's a question for you, because I've been hearing a lot of mixed answers. Is Do you guys like the Strangers?
Yeah.
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 That was alright.
Have you seen the trailer for the new one?
I didn't watch it yet. I don't really like to watch trailers. I kind of want to go in blind.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there's some movies I kind of want to go in blind sometimes, but I did watch the new Crow trailer, and I
This man watches every fucking trailer he can possibly get his hands on. I'm like, why? You're gonna ruin the entire movie for yourself.
yeah, I know that's why I stopped.
I know. Oh,
Most
did
of
you
these
stop?
Hollywood
Yeah.
companies, these Hollywood companies can't help but just spoil the whole thing.
Yeah,
You know, start to finish. They give you all the key moments, and you're like, well, I saw the climax of the movie already.
I
so,
saw the entire movie, so
yeah. Crazy. Yeah, but you know, this is gonna air tomorrow. Happy St. Patty's Day, everyone. Hope
yeah.
you guys
Happy
all-
St. Patrick's Day, man.
Uh,
Yeah, definitely. The new Strangers. I have not seen the trailer for it, but I'm sure it'll be good.
I enjoyed the sequel more than the first.
I didn't see the second.
We actually watched that in theaters, and then we live out in the country, so like we had to like drive out in the woods, and then like, you know, we're at our house by ourselves. We're like, oh shit, we shouldn't have watched that movie. Like, because all I could think about was like motherfuckers just, you know, pulling up on my house and being like, is Tamara home or Tara home?
Yeah, right.
Like, oh fuck no, and like she would. You probably see the barrel of my gun sticking out of the front of the house.
I actually found that.
Please, motherfucker!
I actually found that house, and it's in Florence, South Carolina. It's in the middle of nowhere, and I was trying to do a video of it. There's a video up on my YouTube channel, but they got cameras all over the fucking place, and they got signs saying, "Do not stop here. Do not take pictures. Don't do anything." So I had to quickly like navigate, take some pictures, videos, without hopefully getting shot in the face.
oh, stop! Take pictures.
Yeah, stop taking pictures, fucking.
Yes.
What are they gonna do? Arrest you?
It's almost like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house from the original. It's in Austin, Texas. And I stopped there, and it's the same thing. They got like all these signs saying "Don't stop and take pictures." Of course, I stopped and took a fucking picture.
Yeah,
Why can't
Who
you?
doesn't?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you stop and take pictures of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house, man? Like,
because they're owned by new owners, and the new owners do not want people just lollygagging in front of their
Then they
property.
should not live in that house.
Yeah,
Just
right.
saying.
right? That's like people that live in the Hocus Pocus house.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, like if they were to be like, "Hey, you can't."
You can't take pictures of my
Oh,
house.
that's why they tore down Ed Gein's house.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that was like out in the middle of the country, and you had to like go down a really long fucking
Oh,
road
yeah.
for it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Same
Come
thing.
on,
Same thing.
who's not gonna take pictures? Stop it.
For seriously.
I did.
Yeah, definitely. I would have too.
Stop. Get out of your car. Take pictures. What are they gonna do? Arrest you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
I took
Standing across the street?
a 2-minute video.
Yeah, she did it.
Video of it. Love it.
That's a cool mask, man.
Thanks, bro. Imagine that's like how the killer sounds. You're gonna fucking die.
Whoa.
Green Inferno.
So I want to thank everybody for being on the channel tonight. You guys are awesome. If you guys want to follow Josh Darkman and our new friend Travis, all the links will be in this description box below. Stay horror. Thank you for being here. This is my wife Julie, Josh, Travis. Love you guys. Stay horror. Don't go anywhere. We got a few more questions, Lex. Everybody else, we'll see you next time. Oh, I gotta push the end button.
I'm up.
I gotta push the end button.
Come on,
I got it.
do it.